Sweet. Yeah, welcome everybody to the ICE 3D Environment Conference 2024.1. That's the second one in, the first one in 2024. We are hoping to make another round in most probably around October. It's not yet perfectly set. We may also add in another event sometime in between. But let's first get started with round number 5. So this is now a 2-day event, so it's going to be today and then tomorrow. Sweet. Now, so the host for this event, it's going to be me. My name is Matthias Buehler, and then let's start with housekeeping. So you will see a little interface that is of the GoToWebinar platform. So in there you can actually enter questions for the individual speakers that you have, or maybe post something in the chat. That also works. I'll be monitoring this throughout the event. And yeah, so if there are any questions specifically for the speakers for all of the presentations, please add them there. There's also this orange little arrow to minimize the interface of the webinar platform, depending on maybe the version of GoToWebinar that you're using. The interface might look a little bit different. So I just mentioned it after the presentation that all of the speakers are giving. We will have a live Q&A that's going to be approximately 10 minutes, and it's so I'm going to collect some questions from everybody in the audience. Otherwise, I might also have a couple of questions on my own, and then once these questions are done, some of the speakers, or I think even most of the speakers, will actually have a little bit of additional time right after this Q&A to actually hop over to our Discord community for an extended Q&A. So I would highly encourage you to actually use this opportunity to also ask some more questions if they didn't get covered during the live Q&A. You can find our Discord community. There's an invite link on the website of the ICE conference. So that's www.ice.art. You've been there, you signed up for the conference, so you will find the link there. And then there's kind of just accept some of the rules, and then there will be an individual questions channel for each of the speakers. Sweet. Actually, yeah, for those that I just went a little bit ahead, but you can see also the link here in case you just directly want to type it down. Otherwise, it may be even easier to just head to the website. ice.art. So there's one channel for each speaker if the speaker actually has time. Most of them do. And then if there are some unanswered questions that are just lingering in the chat, or that you send a little bit afterwards, we are trying to get back to you with the answers directly from the speaker. And then for our young talent that would like to kind of get into the industry and has a lot of questions there, we got a ton of those questions in past. So there's also going to be, or there's a how to get into the industry channel where you can ask those questions specifically. Sweet. So let's quickly talk about the team. So the main organizers are my friend Thomas Gronert. Then this is how he looks. Then Matthias Buehler, that's myself, obviously. This is how I look. And then the extended team for the people that helped me to put everything together, from the social media images to now moderating the Discord channel and all of those things in general. Huge thanks to Andreea Stefan, then Robert Truong in the background, also Christian Tanner that helped with the visuals and the trailer. I hope you really like the new ICE trailer. Then Tobias Frey and and also Elias that helped with some of the visuals. So thank you so much to the rest of the team that makes everything possible. Then let's talk about the partners. So we have a bunch of partners, and at the moment, the ICE conference, because it's still relatively small but growing, we only have one partner type, that's the media partner. So that's basically people helping to spread the word. And so there are a bunch of those partners. First, the first one in the list here is the FMX conference. That's actually a very, very big graphics conference that will be held literally next week in Stuttgart, Germany. Then there's the Visual Effects Society. During this ICE, we will hear much more about the Visual Effects Society, actually tomorrow. Then the View Conference, another very famous visual effects conference. So basically that's a conference for the film industry, for the technical creation of the visual effects, the computer graphics for film. Then MDH, that's a University of Applied Sciences. That's actually where Thomas, my co-organizer, is actually a professor for visual effects and 3D animation. Then very cool also, International Game Developers Association. Shout out also to everybody there. Then next up, Ideal Spaces, a group of researchers that is studying ideal worlds and ideal cities, and also all the historical aspects. Then a brand new partner is the Visage Visual Effects Creative Festival from Nairobi, Kenya, that was just held like about a week ago for the first time in Nairobi, Kenya, where I was invited myself as a speaker, and I've had a blast. It's been a fantastic experience there. And the main organizer of the Visage Creative Festival herself, Yvonne, will actually have also a presentation tomorrow. Don't miss that. She's a super amazing lady, and she's been working on all the big blockbusters pretty much. So it's really, really cool. Then also GDBay, that's an association in the field of games and games pitching. And then Mike Shawbrook with the Modeling Hub YouTube channel. Go check out his channel, subscribe to him. He's doing an amazing job of teaching thousands and thousands of people the nitty-gritty of tons of different 3D tools, whether it is Maya or 3D code, or even also video editing and so on and so on. So thanks also to Mike. It's fantastic to have you as a partner. All right, quick word about the sponsor. That is Urban. It's fantastic to have Urban as a sponsor. Now, for those that don't know Urban, you can go to the website, vrbn.io. And one of the cool things is that what Urban has is it has a shop that sells high quality 3D assets and 3D buildings. That's a specialization of Urban. And so just two images of how this looks approximately. So here are some of the assets actually visualized in the Unreal game engine. And then this is a cityscape that is produced with some of the 3D buildings that are available on the shop. This is also visualized in the Unreal game engine. Thanks a lot, Urban, for sponsoring everything here. Alrighty, now agenda. This is the first of 2 days. So today we just covered the intro. The next one up is Arne Paluk. We are going to talk about world building with Comfy UI and Stable Diffusion. So we're already starting with a little bit of AI, but don't be scared. He will teach us, he will teach some of the tools for us to understand these things much better. Then right afterwards, we will be joined by Chris Andrew, He's been working in a lot of very large companies, like he's been for years in Autodesk. He's also been working with Esri for many years. So he's a machine, and he will also talk about AI content, basically that's synthetic data and how this is created for different applications. And then last but not least, we're going to have a blast with talking about virtual production for film, for advertisement, and so on. Talking about the Hyperbole in Munich, Germany. That's also a presentation I'm looking very much forward to. Yeah, so this is basically the introduction, and now I would like to hand over the word to our first presenter, which is Arne.